During this 4,000 meter project, I learned a fair bit about equipment because I get to try some stuff I haven't before, and also about weight because it was so sweaty to carry everything. We're gonna look at what I usually ski tour with, how I changed it for this 4,000 meter project, and how I would change it yet again for the next ski mountaineering thing. Here's a little warning. The ski equipment that I'm talking about that I brought with me or bringing on the next one is assuming that I do with a mountain guide that will bring a solid first aid kit, emergency shelter, even some emergency sled thing where you can build a pair of skis into like a sled to have a injured person be pulled down. So this is like minimal stuff. You might need to bring more. Let's get started. All right, let's weigh my normal ski touring ski. The Backline 107, the ski itself is super light, fast, hard charging, like it a lot. So this ski is weighing in at 2,460. So that's 4.9 kilos for the ski I normally go on. And it's obviously a safer binding than all of these pin bindings. Pin bindings, super light, which is good in a way, but a bit less safe. And this ski is a 100 millimeter ski, Backline 100. So it's gonna float a little bit less good, but it packs pretty good stiffness. This one weighs in at 1,760. So that is, wow. So this pair of skis is 3.5 kilos versus 4.9. Basically 1.4 kilos lighter. And for the next ski touring adventure, I would not change this one. I would go for the same. What I could change is to get a slightly lighter binding that doesn't have a ski stopper, but it's otherwise the same. When I do normal ski touring, I rock this Hawks 130 Prime XTD 1770, 3.5 kilos per pair. And I changed to this little guy. I think the Backline Carbon, it's a partially carbon boot for being really quite light. It has some stiffness, like 110 flex. It's pretty comfortable. This bad boy is weighing in at 1156. So that is 2,300 grams on that one. So I save 1.2 kilos on my feet to have these boots. But I do lose a fair bit of control when skiing. Poles. 640. And I don't think I'm going to change them. I like them a lot. They got a Phillips screw head and a flat screw head inside of the poles, so I can quickly change the bindings if I have to. Next piece of equipment is this stuff. We got a helmet, normal ski helmet. It's pretty light for a ski helmet. Goggles with one lens. Sunglasses, that's weighing in at 680. And there I would have this on a ski touring day or at the 4,000 meter project, and next time too. Next piece of equipment is avalanche equipment. So you got probe, a shovel, and a transceiver. 1230. There are like lightweight ski mountaineering shovels and probes, but for now I'm not changing it. Since we did this tour in June, there was no snow for first 800 vertical meters. I won't need them next time, but they come in at 830 grams. So for the next ski tour, I'll do it earlier in the season, so I don't need to walk anything in shoes. That's gonna make a big difference. Ski jacket and pants. Some of the ski tours I've done this winter, I had like proper ski resort clothing. That's it's water repellent and good and everything, but it's a bit on the thick side, so it doesn't breathe quite as well. It's weighing in at 1870. And now I've changed to some Gore-Tex Pro Mammoth stuff. That's gonna breathe better and be lighter to carry around. We check that in, you can already see it's like way smaller. Some fancy Laliste stuff. And that's 1195, so 1200 grams. So it's like 600 gram difference there. It's quite big. I was really quite comfortable in them. For the next 4,000 meter project, I would have the same jacket and pants, I think. Now we're gonna look at the category that I call other clothing. So the normal ski touring day, I'll bring one of these puffer jacket. It's a down one also from Mammut. A lightweight cap, 2 buffs, 1, maybe 2 gloves, merino base layer pants, base layer on the top, and a like merino hoodie thing. Yeah, and a pair of ski socks. That stuff weighs in at 1360. And for this 4,000 meter project, I also brought a merino, really thin t-shirt. I brought a beanie, another pair of gloves, like thin ones. I brought hiking socks and brought a pair of undies. Dave told me he can go days without underwear. I brought them, I didn't need to change it, even if I did. So for the 4,000 meter project, the clothing there weighed in at 1862. For the next biggish adventure, I'm ditching the underwear. I think I'm only bringing 1 pair of socks, 1 less buff. So am I gonna ditch something else? So we got it down to 1670. That's a mere 100 gram lighter. I'm a bit disappointed with that. So on my normal ski touring equipment, I use skins and crampons. Typically even have them in their bags. 950. So I skip the bag on both and just keep them together with a ski strap. And the lighter stuff is now 850, so that's 100 grams. Not massive. I would have the same for the next ski touring adventure. The backpack I use on a normal ski touring thing is typically something like this, around 30 liters. This is 32. Rather lightweight materials, but yet has a couple of pockets. 1195, so 1200. I went for something bigger for the 4,000 meter project, like this one, 50 liters. It's rather sturdy. Oh, 2,198, so 2,200. So a whole kilo heavier, 18 liters more. I'm probably gonna end up with the same backpack as the one for normal ski touring. For the next 4,000 meter project, I hope to get by with this one. Dave used this one now, so I should be able to do that too. To compare it, I've now added it up. On a normal ski touring day, I would bring, that's about 16.4 kilos. For the 4,000 meter project, this part of the equipment ended up with 14.5, so a bit like 1 kilo lighter. And for the next 4,000 meter project, I'll get it down to 13.3 kilos. It's quite a big difference so far. The big difference is the skis and the boots, save lots of weight there. But for the 4,000 meter project, we needed some other stuff, like the following. I brought a normal climbing harness. Like it has all the stuff that you can hang on it. It weighs 407 grams. For the next mountaineering thing, I'm gonna get something smaller, like these ones. That is actually my rain pants, but it's in the size and weight similar to what I'm gonna have next time, like way smaller. I ordered another one from Mammut and it's gonna be 200 grams. So, boot crampons. They're really cool. I already got some high-end lightweight ones. They're steel in the front for, you know, kicking into ice and rock, and aluminium in the back. And they weigh in at 557, so it's 560. Next time it's also going to be 560, not changing anything there. Damn it, I like an axe. 266, so that's 270. Also not changing this one next time. I had to bring some mountaineering equipment, so I was there with a guide obviously, so he brought glacier rescue stuff, some carabiners, all that cool stuff. So I only had to carry this part of that equipment. I might have to carry more next time depending on who I go with. So it's 30 meters, 6mm cord, and it's 880 grams. For the next adventure will be the same or probably heavier, because I'll end up having to carry some more stuff. Next part is sleeping stuff. I brought one of these cocoon travel sheets, weighing in at a whopping 158. I think I can do lighter than that. And Like I brought a little travel toothbrush, poo paper, not one, but 2 sun creams by accident. I'm not doing that next time. I brought a lighter and some ibuprofen and some tape. So that stuff ended up at 290. For the next 4,000 meter peak, I'm leaving 1 sun cream at home. And do I really need that much ibuprofen? I heard you could get headache from altitude, so let's get rid of some stuff. Does not make a big difference. 244. Yeah, but every little bit counts. Food and water. So on this 4,000 meter project, I brought this one, a 1.5 liter soft bottle, about 1.5, it's 1670. And I brought a full bag of food, like some nut bags, mango, some Bear Bells, what's it called? Protein bars, and a little knife to cut 3 sausages. And well, it's actually 2,664, so 2,660. 2,660. I've seen in the past water bottles slide away from people, and Dave gave me the tip to go for 2 times 500 milliliter bottles. We'll pretend I have one, so this is 2 times 500 next time. Maybe 2 times 600 if I can find such a bottle. I definitely brought a nut bag like too much last time, so I'm bringing less next time. So next time it's going to be approximately 2,080. And the last category of stuff, kinda, is camera and technology things. So here we got a kind of a fun category of things that you may not need. Camera and technology, I'd call it. A comm radio can be useful to get help if you find the right channel. Headlamp, needed in the morning, great. Here's the camera stuff I brought. 1 GoPro. I also brought an entire filmer, he was probably 110 kilos, but anyway. 1 RX100. Tape for lavalier microphones. Power bank with an extra short USB-C cord that can charge most things. I brought a variety of different sunglasses for my GoPro. 1 but 3 lavalier cords. For microphone fluffy bit, and honestly a sprinkle of batteries. And this bag. That weighs in less than I thought. 1360. Great. Let's see what I really need here for next time. So for a normal ski tour next time, I think I'll be just bringing a GoPro with a set ND filter sunglass, and if I don't need it I can remove it and I can film in darkness pretty well. I need some more stuff for the next big expedition. I need to communicate with the guide or filmer. I will not bring the RX100. I think I will bring the power bank once again. I will bring my headlamp, definitely bring this awesome tape, it's super sticky. Now I think I am bringing 3 lavaliers, like that one. I'm sadly wearing one, so, and a couple of fluffs. So for the next ski touring adventure, I'm gonna scale down my equipment to 870. That's quite a big difference. It's 300, 400, 500 grams there on ditching. No, sorry, I have to add that bag. I like that bag. It's 891. One important thing I learned is I'm incredibly slow. In the morning at the hut before going, or anytime we're going, Dave was always ready. And one of the reasons, I think, is he had things in nice categories and nice little bags. So I think I'm gonna bring some packing bags, something like this next time. It weighs almost nothing. It weighed 50 grams, that one. I think I can find some lighter ones. So let's make it exciting. Let's see if I could actually fit what I plan to bring on the next ski touring thing in the small backpack. So we start with avalanche equipment. The blade, we chuck it in there. Next bit that goes on the outside is the ice axe. God, well, that's the wrong way. That's how you do it. Mass, you fold it up like such, attach it up there. Helmet and goggles. My puffer jacket, maybe in this pocket. Nah, probably not. I'll put it down here, say, like helmet and puffer pocket, so it's like very easily accessible. Skins will be under my skis, but I need to be able to fit it in the backpack for the ski down, so we'll pack it for now. I'll pack the water and a smaller amount of snacks. Let's put the rope on the bottom. Harness, where are you? Headlamp, like it's getting tighter, and we're nowhere near merino underwear. T-shirt we have skipped, and the ski clothes I'll be wearing. This radio thing. Boom. Oh, this would have been heaven to walk with instead of what I had last time. And now I'm starting to understand how Dave managed to get by with this backpack while I use 50 liters. But now let's wrap it all up and see where we end up with the weights. So on a normal ski touring thing, I added up some water and camera gear. On a normal ski touring day, it normally comes in at 29.6 kilos. The equipment I have on my feet and in my backpack. It's surprisingly heavy, all of this. I thought it would be less. And surprised I should have been with 29 kilos, because that's really heavy. I had accidentally in my Excel sheet doubled some weights, and it actually only was 18.1 kilos for my normal ski touring equipment. And then when I did the 4,000 meter peak, it added up to 21.7, so that was 3.6 kilos heavier. And to my surprise, for the next ski mountaineering objective, I can get it down to 18.48 kilos, which is minus 3.2 kilos, which is almost the same as my normal ski touring weight, despite bringing all that fun rope stuff. So, sorry about that little miscalculation, but that's what I learned from my first 4,000 meter peak.